Meet me at midnight.
Is this Taylor Swift?
Is this Taylor Swift? I know we're an NFL podcast, but Taylor Swift is in the house. Welcome back, boys. Week 3
Don't fucking look
of
at me
the
like that.
Vault podcast.
Like I'm the jerk off for not knowing
She
Taylor
doesn't know
Swift.
Taylor Swift is. She's in the house.
Fucking hell.
She's
If
all
I-
over NFL.
if I
Kelce's a
have to
top 5
hear-
jersey sale now.
If I have to hear one more fucking thing about Taylor Swift this week,
400% increase, George.
I swear to God,
400% increase in
I-
Travis Kelce jerseys.
mate,
He got
I
like
am going to
400
pull a Terry Wallace and I'm going to spew up if
He
I
got
hear one more thing.
400,000 new followers on Instagram and stuff.
400,000.
Who gives a fuck about
That boy
Instagram?
blew up.
400,000 new followers.
Who cares about Instagram? We do. Go follow us. Package on the P.
Thank you.
No,
Well, yeah,
not package
actually-
on the P. Cut that. The Vault Studio
Actually,
podcast.
Wall Studio podcast, not the package
It's
in
all
the
a
P.
sign on the wall, which I have to remove.
Package in the
I have to get a
P.
cover for it.
The
I've
Vault-
ordered it. It doesn't come yet.
The Vault Studio podcast.
Off the
Facebook,
top,
Instagram, Twitter.
sorry, boys. Off the top, I just want to say a massive shout out to my friend, your friend, and a friend of the podcast, John Horse Elliott
From We Are 4. That's
from
his
We Are For
Instagram and his
Design.
company.
Please hit him up for all your design needs. Without a doubt, the most talented man I know. Huge shout out. Thank you very much for the new logo. You are an absolute fucking gun, and I love you, Horsey.
Fantastic.
He's a good man. What did we think of Taylor Swift in the house? Are we over it?
Yes, mate.
The worst thing is I'm a Swift fan. And
So am I.
I go on my TikTok and I say nothing but Taylor Swift as it is.
The funniest part is people like I saw a small little trend on TikTok, and it's women trolling their partners saying, "Oh, have you seen that Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map?" It's like Travis Kelce might be one of the best tight ends ever. She did not put him on.
What,
the
what do you
fucking
mean?
map.
She
you know-
definitely put him on the map.
Do you want to know what the scary thing
Who
is,
is Travis
though,
Kelce?
George?
Oh, fuck off, bro.
No, this is the scariest thing.
Go on.
Taylor Swift is probably the most famous person in the world.
Oh, yeah.
No. Is she?
Top 5. Absolutely
Shit.
top 5.
There would be way more people that know who she is over Travis Kelce.
Yep.
We all know who Travis Kelce is. He's a household name if you're into the NFL or sport in general. But
Yeah.
if you're not into sport, which there are a lot of people aren't into sport, like, you know, rest in peace, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of people not into sport that would not know who Travis Kelce is.
Well, there's a lot
Everybody
of
would
people that are
know.
not in the NFL. that
You,
into the
you don't
NFL.
even like Taylor Swift, and you know who she is.
I know who she is. I couldn't name you a song of hers, but I
No,
know
no,
who she
but
is.
everyone would know who Taylor Swift is.
Yeah.
She's one of the most famous people in the world. The fact that in the
That's
back
pretty
of my
disturbing.
mind, and I want to put this on record now because I hope that this comes out,
Here we go.
I think it's a ploy.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I don't think they're
It
really
is.
together.
No, it is.
I think
it's all
it's
marketing.
all
Really?
marketing. 150.
Marketing for what, though?
So
Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce's podcast has
Nah.
gone to #1 in the world.
not just that.
Right.
She's re-releasing all her old albums. 1989 comes out October 23rd, I believe.
Right. So just a just
Which
a
I'll be
lady-
buying, of course.
Taylor's version. You've got to listen to Taylor's version.
100%.
What are you talking? I've already got tickets to go see the concert and the concert in the movies on October 13th.
I mean,
I'm all about
George will
Swift.
He's
Oh.
playing it cool right now, but
I'm
he'll be
definitely-
there.
I'm
He
definitely
secretly
not
wants the
coming.
invite.
Podcast from the Taylor Swift show.
I may or may not
Vic,
be.
we're doing a live show.
Live show. Yeah,
Um,
fair enough. Okay.
She's very famous, very famous. So it's very. But I think it's all a ploy. I actually don't think they're together. I think this will fizzle out in like a month. They'll be like, yeah, no, we were just friends.
We'll just
Be something like
friends.
that.
Yeah.
Or they're in love and they'll get married. And what the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift has 273 million followers on Instagram.
That's a lot of
That's
people.
that's insanity.
That's like nearly the population of North America. That's crazy.
The
bro.
NFL has 28.3 million.
Yeah. Yeah. So like 1/10.
Almost 200 million
That's
more.
what I mean. Like this chick is more popular than the NFL. There'd be more people that know who Taylor Swift is that know who the NFL is.
Wow.
That's the scary part. Like
That
there'd
is-
be people in England and shit that
That's-
don't even know what the fucking NFL is that know who Taylor Swift
That's
is.
pretty gross, actually.
The
Oh,
people
I'm
in
sorry.
China.
That's pretty gross.
I had to get put into perspective the other day by my darling wife. She put it into perspective. I was
You just don't-
like,
you just don't
she's dating
understand.
Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is a superstar. And she's like, I don't know who the fuck Travis Kelce is.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it.
Really, we don't.
Everyone knows who Taylor Swift
Yes.
is. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, that's
All
a
right.
good point.
Fellas, can we please close the book on Taylor Swift? If I never hear her name again,
this
it'll be just-
episode, George, you're nothing but trouble. I knew it when you walked in.
I knew it when you walked in. I just wish he was 22 again. He was a lot more fun back then.
He was fun when he was 22.
You know what? If he-
The good thing about me is that I don't know about you, Brock, but I'm still feeling 20.
see, if he says we can't
Are
talk
these all
about
Taylor Swift song references? You guys are so
I don't think we'll
gay.
ever get back together if he doesn't. know
We
what to talk
definitely
about.
go back together, but we'll have to go and create our new love story.
Mate, that's just karma.
All
Karma
right.
is a cat.
We've got to move on. Speaking of karma, I think you said this question the other day in our chat. is it possible to win Coach of the Year and then get fired the next year, like Brian Dable is in position to do?
Is it?
If your GM
Is it a thing?
pays Danny Dimes 50 million?
Yeah.
Is it a thing? Because I reckon it fucking might be this year.
Jason Garrett won Coach of the Year in 2016. I think he got fired 4 years later.
Right. So 20. That's okay. That's
decent.
fine.
That's a
That's
decline.
a decade in coaching.
That's a solid body of work. 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
to get fired on.
Well, it was
Yeah,
a
that's
solid
fine.
shit body of work.
Yeah, but like
It wasn't
in terms of
great.
like in terms of the amount of time,
Yeah.
mate. I reckon if there's a market for that, Brocky, have a look.
Let
If
me
there's a
get on
market, fucking bet on it, man.
If there is a market, you can hear us talk about Red Cup betting on
Yeah, Red
Sunday
Cup betting
night.
on Sunday night.
Oh, by the
Shout
way,
out.
Brocky,
Shout out.
outstanding work.
Yeah, great. That was
Brocky,
good.
I got a story for this. Brocky, I was coming home from Queensland Sunday night. My phone rings as I'm walking on the tarmac to the plane. It's Brock, and I'm like,
Even better.
Brock? He's like, hey, mate, what do I need for this StreamYard business? I'm going down to the Sporting Club now to do the live show. I'm like, mate, I'm about to get on the plane. I'm going to lose reception. And he's like, send me the code, mate. I'll work it out. But I sent him the code. I don't think he got it. But
Definitely didn't get it.
how did you get into the StreamYard then?
I
Shout
started
out.
my own one. StreamYard's free.
It is free. Yeah,
It
that's
is
a good
free.
point.
Shout out
But you
to
did a
StreamYard.
very good job. I watched it when I got off the plane, and it was excellent. And it was great to see
Hey.
big man Dave Sinclair.
We
from-
both went 3 to 3.
Our boy's growing up right in front of our eyes.
So is Sporting Globe an official sponsor, or were you working out the
well,
logistics?
Dave
of it?
Sinclair should pull his finger out and sponsor us.
We'll have a
but
chat with
we'll
Dave.
talk about
Well,
that.
I should be available this Sunday night to do it, so I'll come in
Oh.
and we'll do it at 3
And
of
if,
us.
and if you
Head-to-head.
and if you need me to
Yes.
go and knock on his door, I can do that too.
I know where he lives.
He's a great man. He's a great man, George. Don't knock on his door.
No, I
I've got a list of plenty of other people you can knock on their door.
Perfect.
But yeah, Brian Dable, the Giants, and this is
So the Giants are not.
vindication for me
Well, it's not
because they're
vindication because we all
fucking
knew that
shit.
we all knew they were going to be shit.
What year did Matt Nagy get fired?
Oh,
Yeah, but he was never, was he coach of the
He
year?
won.
yeah, he was
2018.
coach of the year. I reckon it was 2 years after. I think he lasted
2020?
one more year.
Yeah.
Nagy. Yep.
Why?
He won coach of the year because like every fucking coach of the year, the new
2021.
coach that comes in and does an okay job gets the fuck. Oh,
Yeah.
our team won 3 games last year and we won 8 this year. You're the coach of the year.
Hallelujah.
Where cunts like Bill Belichick are bringing guys off the fucking street
Literally,
and winning
yeah.
Super Bowls and never even gets us. Kyle Shanahan should have been the coach of the year last year. He took the last pick in the fucking draft
Yeah.
after his top 3 pick and his other guy, whoever the other quarterback was, there got hurt. Can't even remember who it was. He took the last pick in the
Garoppolo.
draft.
Yeah,
Garoppolo,
yeah,
sorry.
Garoppolo.
And then Trey Lance, who ended up being shit, took the last pick in the draft and fucking won the division.
Literally the last.
And he
pick.
still hasn't lost a game yet, Brock Purdy,
Yeah.
who I think is pretty good just quietly. But,
No, he's good.
but
I
yeah,
think he's good for Shanahan.
Jury's still
perfect.
out on that. Jury's still out.
I think so too. But he's proven
He's
it
good
this
for
year.
Shanahan. I
But-
think that's.
Giants are horrendous.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I'm happy about it. Saquon Barkley being injured hurts him, but he was dog shit the first 2 weeks as well. He couldn't do anything.
Yep.
Daniel Jones cannot do anything. I don't know if he could with a stronger receiving group around him. The receiving group's not good.
No, I think he's shit.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. Darren Waller is
Oh, he's got drops.
he just
He's got a case of the drops.
yeah. He just
Is
doesn't-
he? Is he like done?
No, I just don't think Daniel Jones. Like, yeah, he dropped a few balls, but could Daniel Jones like maybe hit him in the eyes? Every throw's like a meter over the guy's head. Like,
Yeah, but no, Daniel Jones can't do that.
that's
It's
what I
high or
mean.
low.
Like,
because
yeah.
because if he could,
He's a 6'6" fucking tight end
Yeah.
running a 4.5. Like, he's fast, but he's big. Do you know how hard it is to stop when you're that big and change slightly to
Yeah.
catch a ball? It's hard.
yeah, man.
Like,
It's
he
hard.
needs to hit him like
he
a
can't
proper
go across the
quarterback.
middle. He's not a tight end that can go across the middle.
No, he's an
Like a-
outside.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's an outside Travis Kelce sort of. Let's just put it out.
100%.
Let's give him
but
6'6" up there.
I think the Giants are terrible. I think that old Dable could be in trouble because we
I
know
agree.
the Giants love firing coaches.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh, but saying that, could George beat up Dable? Because
Well,
this is the question.
this is the big discussion.
What
we had.
coaches could
I don't know-
George
I don't
beat
know
up?
how this became such a big discussion.
It became a thing, George. You said I could beat up every fucking coach in the NFL. That's what you said.
Of course
They're
I can. They're
all men.
They're all fat old men.
Meh.
Of course I can.
You can't. I'm going to name a few.
Here we go. Hit us.
Ready? You ready for this?
Rabel.
Oh, here we go.
Dan Campbell. He will fuck you up.
Oh,
Dan Campbell
I'll go
would
toe to toe.
fuck your shit
Oh,
up.
I want the stats on how big is
I'm
he?
looking it up.
He's
Oh,
like
stats on Dan Campbell.
6'6", man.
I'm 6'5". I ain't fucking small, dude.
He played tight end in the NFL for 12 years.
Mark Rabel as well.
Vrabel fuck you
I
up.
benched 3 plates on Monday night. I ain't fucking weak.
He's
Right? I don't say you're weak.
He's,
I'm saying you ain't a dog like Dan Campbell.
He's 6'5", 265 pounds, which is
I
what
am
20
the
kgs.
exactly same. I'm exactly the same.
He is an NFL athlete.
Yeah,
5 years ago.
He was 10 years ago, bro.
You were a Gridiron Victoria athlete 10 years ago.
Also true. All right, 50-50 on
Campbell's got you. I'll give you
50-50.
50-50 on Vrabel because that guy couldn't. I don't reckon he's a good fighter.
A linebacker.
Vrabel's a big dog. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Big boy. Now
Dude.
you know who you could take.
I am not small.
I reckon you could take Mike McDaniels, respectfully.
Of course
I don't reckon. He'll bite it. He'll bite a kneecap.
Dude,
he will get
That
dirty
guy
with
looks
it.
like he's coming over to fix my fucking computer, man. What are you talking about?
He's coming over to fix computers and score points. That's all the motherfucker does.
And take knees
Hey,
so he doesn't get the scoring record.
I
Which
was
I
gonna
don't like.
say, that's
Kick a fucking field goal.
Yeah, he
Nah,
could have broken
nah,
it.
I love
No,
it.
we're going to get to that later.
I
We're
love
gonna
it.
talk-
I love that. I love that move. That's a power move.
It was
We'll talk
almost
about
like
power
I don't
moves.
need a record to
I don't
just
need
tell
it.
you that I fucked you
Yeah,
right now.
I don't need. I love it.
It was very good. But yeah, there's a few coaches you couldn't beat in a fight. Could you take Andy Reid, big fatty?
Dude, I'll just give him a hamburger and tell him to go sit down
He just-
before he has a heart
He'd
attack.
be like, George, I don't want to fight. You want to have a hamburger? You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
come on, Andy. Let's go sit down together.
Let's talk about the Eagles' good old days with the
Mike
Eagles.
Nah, Tomlin's no good.
Tomlin.
He's black.
What the fuck is that got to do with it?
So is Mike McDaniels, isn't he?
Mark McDaniels is not black.
Is he half?
I think he's.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
He's a caramel.
Are we racist right now?
I don't know.
He's something. He's not white. He might be Hispanic. Espanol.
He's from Denver.
Anyway,
He's Coloradian.
I don't know how this became a topic, but I'm glad it did. Thank you, boy.
Yeah, I can't think of any others.
Marco Ryan.
Oh yeah, D'Amico Ryan. He's a big boy.
He's scrappy as
He
well.
played middle. He was like a fucking all-pro middle
All
linebacker.
for a long time.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
5 years ago he
Yeah,
finished.
yeah, he did. He actually did.
He's fresh. He still looks like he could
Alright.
play a bit.
Alright.
We'll give you
Probably,
Ryan's,
he could probably play on that Texans defense.
Ryan's and Dan Campbell got
Maybe.
you. You got the rest.
All right,
I'll give you 30. 30 out of 32 ain't bad.
Hey, that's good. I'll take that.
Yeah, we're happy with that. Guys, send us a message if there's a coach that we've missed that you don't think George could beat in a fight.
I'm dying to see these comments.
Keep in mind that the only person that George has ever been put on his ass by is Adam Gottis.
Adam Gottis, who plays D tackle in the NFL.
Yes, when he was
He did
16.
it when he was 17. The bastard.
He was a child.
Hey, Brock, I got to, mate.
Shout
You
out.
don't understand how
Shout out to Adam Gottis.
terrifying this kid was as a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, we were playing as this dude, just being like, "Yeah, that if anyone's ever going to go anywhere further than here, it's."
I remember I came across on that counter trap, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I got this guy," and he just went nah, and just put his shoulder right into my chest, and I went, "Oh my god, I've never been hit so hard in my life."
Unbelievable. It is no doubt. It is no surprise to me he's playing in the NFL,
Shout
and he
out.
had a good game on the weekend. He played very well.
Shout out Adam Gottis. We love the
Um,
Aussies in the NFL. Thank you.
I've got a bit of a topic to talk about
Ooh.
with the Cleveland Browns, right?
This is topic.
So this was we did this last week before the games this week when they lost to the Steelers.
Yep.
They did have a win yesterday,
it was all defense.
Monday.
Anyway.
The defense is
Yes, it
outstanding.
was all
They're
defense.
saving some. Watson was better in that game, but he
He's-
also
he's
didn't
fucking
have to do.
trash.
He didn't have to do
I'm
much.
not going to do anything.
He's trash.
I think, and do you know what the
He threw one.
saddest
He
thing?
threw one good pass to Murray Cooper. That's it.
Yeah, and
It did win me my fantasy game.
Yeah.
So
Murray Cooper's a dog too. He can
about
play.
time.
And by
That
that
dude
time,
can play.
by that time, the game was over anyway. Really.
So he's been
Yeah, and the
awful.
6-minute drive that won that game.
Yeah.
He's been terrible this year, Watson.
Yep.
They've given up 3 first-round picks for him. Stefanski's the offensive-minded head coach who did a great job with Baker Mayfield, and then they struggled last year after they traded Mayfield away, who was he was terrible.
I think
before.
he squeezed every last drop out of Mayfield.
He did,
Like,
he did.
Might be of talent. Anyway.
Yes, and I think that there's someone that's going to pay for this Deshaun Watson trade, and it's going to be Stefanski.
It should be the fucking ownership. that pays
Stefanski
for it.
is going to
Have they
pay.
already got rid of the GM that got him though?
No, I think he's still there. But Stefanski is going to pay for this with his job
That's bullshit. It's not fair though.
because they can't do anything. If they had a top 10 pick last year,
Yeah.
didn't get it. Texas
Yeah.
had it. Texas
Yeah.
actually traded it to Arizona.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, like they don't have picks.
No, they got
They're
nothing.
not. Their defense is talented as fuck, which is
Yeah.
what's saving
Yeah.
Stefanski right now.
Yep.
They don't have their
Losing Chubb is that's a big loss too.
But how unfair is that Stefanski? He's had Chubb get his knee torn in half, and
Yep.
it's not career ending. They've just it wasn't as bad as what they thought. Which
Yep.
after seeing that footage, I don't know how it's.
I don't know how it's not because
I don't
it
know
looked
how his
awful.
legs attached still.
Yeah, it looked really
It's
bad.
unbelievable. It's almost like his knee bends backwards past his ass the other direction. Like, oh my. Anyway,
Talking about knees, actually, Diggs as well. I'm sorry.
Trevor.
Sorry.
Trevor, that's a
Sorry.
big loss too.
Sorry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry
Yeah.
because you're sad.
We've got Dion Brand now. We
Cry
don't,
that it
we
happened.
don't even need this.
Celebrate that it happened.
Celebrate the moments.
I would happily have dicks on
Anyway,
my defense.
I think it's an extremely unfair thing that Stefanski is going to lose
This
his
is
job
why-
because
this
they
is-
traded for fucking Deshaun Watson.
This is why the Ravens kicked up such a stink with Lamar, and they wouldn't give him all that fucking money guaranteed. Like
No,
what
and they
Cleveland did.
didn't.
And they didn't. They stuck to their guns.
Well,
Which
that's the
is
other
good.
thing. Watson's got 250 million guaranteed.
Mm.
That's
They-
It's
four. That's
fucking
this
they
year
didn't
and
want-
3 more
they
at
didn't
50
want-
million a year.
They didn't want the QB market to be set by that. They just wanted it to be an outlier. Oh, it's just Cleveland doing fucking dumb shit like they always do.
Yep.
And it's bit him in the ass again. And fuck him, I say. And fuck Watson.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Well,
You've got to have something wrong with you, man, to go and sexually harass women in a massage
I just
parlor.
don't. I don't
When
the-
you're Deshaun Watson, who was a top 5 quarterback in the NFL,
At
that
that
everyone
time,
would
yeah.
have known who
Yeah.
you were.
everyone,
You
in
could have
Houston
walked
certainly did.
into any bar, any restaurant, any club, any
Apparently-
cafe, and
apparently the strip
go.
joints in Houston are like A
Yeah,
level. Apparently.
And he could have just clicked his fingers and pointed
I
at
want that
any
one.
girl he wanted and
Yeah.
taken him home. There is something fucking wrong with you.
because he's not only is he famous and rich, but he's handsome as fuck too.
He's a great-looking dude.
Like, dude, like, what are you
Like,
doing?
That's what I mean. It doesn't make any sense. There is something not right in your brain. To be
Let's
like,
say that I agree with you on that, which I do.
yes.
Put that to the side, because at the end of the day, whether you're a shit human or a good human, it's as when you're playing football, it's kind of irrelevant. Like
That's true.
like when you step on the field, like, are you a good football player? Whether you're a shit human or not doesn't really matter.
That's true.
like really, like when you're talking about X's and O's and you're talking about dollars, is he
Yeah.
playing? Is he playing up to his contract? The answer's fucking no way.
No chance.
No way.
Nowhere near. And I don't see how they get that out of him.
You can't.
Like, I don't understand how they get that. They're
If he was
fucking
playing, if
hamstringing
he was
themselves.
playing as well as what he was playing in that last year in Houston before
Mhm.
everything went to shit, is he worth that money now? As if he's playing as well, he would have what he was back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say it's borderline. I don't even think it's a. I don't even think it's a firm yes.
he was dragging that Texans team to the
He's-
playoffs every
I
year.
agree with everything you're saying.
His
I agree.
last year was
he was a
poor.
top 5.
So
quarterback.
who's worth 50 million in this league? Do you think?
Patrick Mahomes?
That's it.
No one else.
Yeah. Well, Joe Burrow's proved that
Yeah, he's not worth it at the moment.
He's injured. He's
he's
injured.
he's
that
not.
was actually a pretty gutsy win on the weekend, man.
Yeah,
considering how
he's
injured he was.
100% not right.
He's not nowhere near 100%.
He's not right, but
And their O-line's
that doesn't
horrendous.
Right
stop
now,
you from
right
being
now,
able to throw the ball.
Yeah,
right
but
now-
he's not practicing, so he's not getting the reps. So then
Yeah.
the
Yeah, he's-
timing.
that's
there's-
right.
It's a big thing. Like there's no timing between him and the
Honestly,
receivers.
right now in the NFL, now,
There's one guy worth it. You reckon
Wha-
Patrick Mahomes?
one guy that's worth 50 million or 55 million guaranteed, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, you're right. I probably would give Watson 50 million a year. Like I would give him Lamar's contract, but it's
Yes.
only 2. I wouldn't give him 50 million guaranteed.
Not guaranteed. I'm talking about like guaranteed money.
No, you're right. I wouldn't have given him that. I would have given him 50 million a year, but like 100 million
Yeah,
guaranteed.
So,
So
or like
you got-
120 million.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
whatever
yeah.
I would have given him Lamar, Herbert, those contracts.
Yeah, fine. Even Joey B's
Yeah.
contract.
I would not give him. I would never have given him fully. I would never give any.
That's what I'm saying.
player
That's why the
fully
Ravens
guaranteed.
kicked up such a stink. They're like, we're not having this be the
Yeah,
new set
it-
point.
it
We're not doing it.
fucked the whole market.
100%.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
there was
They didn't want it to fuck the whole
Do you know what?
market.
I reckon every owner, every 31 of the other owners, all got together on
I
a
feel
Zoom and
like-
went, "Oi, the
Oi.
Browns are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
We all stick fat. No one gives a guaranteed contract
1000%.
again because we're gonna fuck ourselves for
Yeah,
life."
It's like how all 32 of them got together and said, we're not giving Colin Kaepernick a job. They did the exact same
like
thing
all
with
31 of them could do them and said, "Dan Schneider, you fucking weird cunt.
Yeah.
You need to fuck off."
Yeah.
talking
Yep.
about
You need
Colin
to sell your
Kaepernick,
team.
did you see he wrote a letter to the Jets
It was just today. Have you seen it?
No.
to play on the Jets practice squad? It's fucking-
Is it no money? He wants like no
No,
money,
he just wants like base salary for like
base
practice
salary, and he's
I'll
no
get it up.
guarantees. He just wants to be on their practice squad to try and fucking make the team.
squad. No, not to make the team as contingency plan, so he can show the team what he can do, but he
Mm.
can get their defense ready to play mobile quarterbacks, veteran quarterbacks. Like it's
Oh, Cole.
It's unbelievable.
Colin.
the best part of it.
Like,
He sent the letter to the Jets and J. Cole, and J. Cole was like, "We should release this so everyone can see what you're winning."
Jack Cole, the rapper.
J. Cole, the rapper.
What's he got to do with it?
They're friends.
They're
I
friends,
think,
yeah. But J. Cole was like, "Yeah, you should release this so everyone can see what you're willing to do to get a job."
With all seriousness though, he might not be any good anymore. But are you telling me he's not better than any fucking guy on the practice squad, any quarterback?
Yeah, probably not. But they don't want him in the NFL, dude.
That's what I mean. Like
They
I'm
don't
saying,
want him.
it's never been clearer that they are like this
It's
guy's not
crystal
playing in the
fucking
NFL.
clear. They don't want him. They don't want him there, bro. Like,
Because if you're saying I'll take veteran, you take one shit practice squad guy that like this guy's never making our team. All right, come in for a week.
yeah.
No, but
What's the vet minimum on a
Cam
practice
Newton
squad?
had a workout the other day.
Yeah.
Cam fucking Newton.
For who?
I can't remember who it was now. Oh, it must have been in the preseason. But he was working out for someone to try and make a team. It might have been I
nah.
can't remember who it was.
Mm.
Either way, Cam Newton is still going around this league. There are
Yeah.
plenty of quarterbacks that can't fucking play in this league.
Well,
Gardner Minshew, who won on the weekend.
We did that at the start of the year. That there's
We went through there.
About
Yeah,
the
we
Cam
actually went
Newton
through
thing.
there's plenty of guys that should be in this league. Like,
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs is starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals.
and he beat the Cowboys.
And
but
he dog too. You know that dog about he's an alopecia ridden dog.
yeah.
He's got that
Got
Jada
that
Smith in him.
alopecia.
Got that
Riddle.
Jada Smith in him.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Should we quickly go on to let's discuss Miami?
A 70 burger.
points. Do you know what the scariest? I don't know if
Tyreek Hill
you
didn't
guys.
play.
No, Waddle didn't play.
Waddle
Tyreek Hill
didn't play,
played,
yeah.
which I have in fantasy. So thanks, football gods.
That's right, yeah.
No, but talking of fantasy, do you know? So the Denver defense, who had 70 points scored on it and the second most yards in the history of the NFL on it, still scored 2 points in fantasy.
How?
How?
I still
What
don't.
the
I don't
fuck?
understand it.
I'd like to know.
I'm looking it up now.
They must have had turnovers.
So
They get a sack,
Yeah, they must have had sacks. I don't know, but like
but even still, you get you would
a
should be
sack's
in the
only 1
negative.
point. I'm pretty sure.
Should be in the
and
negative.
did you see how salty Sean Payton was?
It was
in
one of the
in after
great.
presses?
Sean Payton is reaping everything he has fucking sowed for
So-
himself.
Yeah, but he didn't do the trade for Russell Wilson.
No,
I don't think
he
Russell
didn't.
Wilson's his guy.
But he also came in, and there's an unwritten.
He wanted to coach
rule-
San Diego, bro. He wanted to coach Herbert.
I think he wanted to coach the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he went a
Maybe.
year early. He was waiting for Cowboys. Like there's a big chance Staley's fired by the end of this year too. At the
Mate,
Chargers.
if they lose that game on the weekend, he was probably fucking fired
Yeah.
on the plane ride back,
Like
dude.
maybe Payton's will just walk at the end of this year and be like, I'm going to go coach because I think like McCarthy, we all know is in. If he's boom or bust this year. If he doesn't win, he's out.
What's
I
it going to
think
take for him not to get fired?
If you don't win a playoff game,
So,
he has to win a playoff.
so even if they win the East, it's not enough.
No.
Mm.
If they win the East and then lose the first wild card game, they're done.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
maybe.
think he needs to make the NFC Championship game personally.
They should
Wow.
touchdown.
Yes,
Okay.
they got a touchdown.
So they lost in my league -4 for allowing points over 35 plus,
Rocky.
which got to be more than a special teams touchdown was 6 points.
Wow.
So that's what. So fantasy doesn't record any more than 35 points. It's like if you're giving up 35, it's like, hey, couldn't be much worse than that.
It could be worse.
Turns out it can. It
So-
can, and it was. Tua's
They only lost by
Tua's
50.
MVP right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
MVP.
It's not even fucking close either.
And what's his name's coach of the year for sure at the moment?
Yes.
Did you see he was in the stands letting? Nah, George just broke a chair.
He did this at the start of the show. I looked at you. I thought
It's this
I
chair.
thought he
bro.
broke the chair.
It's this chair. I don't know. I think I'm too heavy for this chair.
No,
And you reckon Dan Campbell can beat me up?
no,
This
I know Dan Campbell.
This
can
chair
beat you
doesn't
up.
stand a chance, bro.
I reckon a few other guys can, but I know Dan Campbell can.
All right.
I love how much I'm getting fire in his belly. Yeah, Tua's been insane.
And what's his name's coach of the year? I mean, Daniel's coach
Daniel.
of the
So he was letting fans call plays. Was that real?
No, it's just someone that dresses and
year.
looks
Yeah, that
like
looks
him.
just like him.
Is
Yeah.
that actually not him?
It's a
It's not
lookalike,
him.
bro.
No,
Oh,
it doesn't
they
look
had
like-
me fucked. They
Come
had
on,
me.
bro.
When
No,
you
they
see him front on-
genuinely had me thinking it was him.
Think about what you're saying. That head coach in the NFL going
Yeah,
into
you're right.
the fucking crowd. Come on, man.
I'm pretty sure I said the other day that
And
I find it hard to believe that he was in the crowd. I was like, this is surely, it was with a guy at work. I'm like, this is surely fake because he wouldn't kick the field goal to break the record, but he's in the crowd
Yeah, come on, bro.
letting players call. I'm like, that doesn't make
Nah,
sense. He's
it-
like, no, it is. It's him. And I'm like,
And they sat. The starters sat in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
So they put up 70 in 3 quarters.
well, I think we've got to fuck you, fight me. Do you reckon he should have kicked the field goal and broken the record?
No.
Oh, you reckon he should have? Do you reckon he should have kicked the field goal?
No, I think it's a power move not to.
Oh, I thought one of you thought he should have. Oh,
No.
I agree.
No.
I'm in two minds. I'm like, when are you ever going to have this opportunity to break that record? But the record's
old-
also
how old
from,
is the
it's
record?
from like
Yeah.
1958. Yeah, it's
52.
like it
52.
wasn't even football then. Like,
Yeah.
They were playing like the something Yanks, the
New York,
Yankees,
it was the New York Yankees.
the New York
yeah.
Yankees football team.
Oh, I didn't even know
Like
that.
I don't even
Yeah.
think it's a real fucking like
No,
Okay.
it's
so old, it's not even real. I
It's
think.
pre-Super Bowls. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
100%
Pre-Super
it
Bowl.
So they're the
yeah.
only team in the Super Bowl era to score 70 points.
Right.
So I also think as well that because Peyton's been a cunt to McDaniels last year, and when he was in the media, Peyton,
Yep.
he badmouthed McDaniels
Yep.
nonstop. When they
Yep.
hired him, they badmouthed
Yeah,
him.
he
was
did.
like,
He
he's
did.
not a
I
good
remember
coach.
that. Yeah.
So
Sean Payton, yes, no.
Peyton so I think McDaniels has come out and gone, you know what, fuck you. And then he's got to the end, he's like, I could kick this field goal and break the record and rub it in your face. But you know what?
I don't need to.
Fuck you. I don't need
Yeah.
to kick this
Yeah,
field
I
goal.
don't need
It's
for you to know how much I just beat the shit out of
It's the
It's
NFL
public
gods
knowledge.
literally coming down on everything because
Mate, when did the Jets
hang on.
play Denver?
McDaniels was the fucking ball boy. He was a coaching
Yeah.
intern. He was the ball
Yeah,
boy.
that's right. I saw that this week.
And,
yeah.
and they
Hometown
wouldn't
team.
wouldn't give him a head coaching interview.
They didn't give
last
him an
year.
interview. Yeah, that's
They
the
said to
worst.
McDaniel, they're like, we're declining an interview with McDaniels. We're not giving you one.
Wow.
When he was at San Fran still.
In fairness, Miami, this might be one of the greatest sliding door moments ever. If McDaniels is what he looks like he is as a coach, the sliding door moment is that they wanted Flores.
Yeah,
So no, sorry,
they wanted Tom Brady and
Peyton and Brady.
Yeah.
And they fired Flores, and then it came out that Brady was going there, and then they were like, shit, because Flores started doing all the racial allegation
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right. Yeah.
So then they went and hired McDaniels, who's a minority as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So they were like, we're not going to bring in the whitest quarterback in the history of quarterbacks.
Yep.
So then Brady went to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl
Oh, yeah.
and didn't go to Miami, and then McDaniels goes to Miami, and who knows what happens from here? But
talking sliding doors.
Yeah.
If Tua
great
doesn't-
movie, I know. Gwyneth Paltrow.
never seen it. If Tua,
It's not good.
Fucking Taylor Swift, Gwyneth Paltrow. we're gonna toughen this fucking podcast up, boys. This
You're just gonna beat the shit out of me like I'm Dan Campbell after this.
this is awful.
Fuck up, Dan Campbell. I mean, JA.
I'm actually a little embarrassed. Anyway, keep
No.
going. Keep going.
Tua,
Mm.
if he doesn't hit his head so much last year, does he not come back with superpowers? Because like that shit happens.
He's concussion man.
Read a fucking comic book. It happens. You get hit in the head, you come back with superpowers sometimes.
Look, I don't want to jinx the kid because at the moment, what you said is right. At the moment, right now,
He came back
after
with
week
20
3,
pounds of muscle.
He's-
He looks like
yeah,
a doll.
yeah,
MVP.
he's got that doll in him.
Paying
He's the
$450
MVP.
MVP
He's
at
the
the
MVP
moment.
right now. He's the MVP.
He's
Right now.
paying $450 for MVP. McDaniels is paying $450 Coach of the Year.
Yep, that's easy money.
He's coach of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, if they keep going like this,
No, you know what
it's
the
easy
problem
money.
is? He
I don't-
won't be coach of the year because they'll probably win 14 games now, and then fucking Brian Dable will manage to get the Giants 9 wins and
Dude, he's
scrape
gonna-
into the 7th seed of the playoffs.
He's
They'll
gonna
be like,
be fired by the boss.
know what?
Don't worry about it.
let's go Dable back to back. He took those dogs from nowhere and got them 7 measly wins, and they backdoor entered the 7th. And you know what? They beat the Vikings. They beat the Vikings. Like, what do you want? Like,
Oh, how good's the Vikings going
They
on
co-
3?
can we quickly discuss the?
So hang on a minute. I just want to finish
Oh
up.
no, we're doing 0-3 and 3 no.
I just want to finish up on the Miami, but I
Yeah,
think
what
it
do you got?
said I think it says more about Denver than what it does about Miami. Like Miami, a great offense.
Why is their defense so shit? They were an amazing defense last year.
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
got Chosen Anderson or Robbie Chosen. He keeps changing his name every fucking week. Who's the old Robbie Anderson? His name's either Chosen Anderson or Robbie Chosen.
He's doing an Ocho.
he keeps changing it all the time.
Yeah.
The guy
He
from like
burns-
the Jets from like years.
Yes.
What the fuck?
The guy who walked off the Arizona Cardinals last year, like he wouldn't play for. He
Wasn't it
burns
Carolina like
Patrick
2 years ago?
Sertain, who's one of the best corners in football last
Probably
2 years,
he's easy top 3.
and he burns him like he's nothing. Like,
you know what?
I'm telling you,
know
they're
what I
not
think?
playing for Peyton.
Yeah, that's
They
what,
don't like
that's
him.
what I think
No,
it is.
absolutely.
I think the whole team is they've just quit.
The
Like,
worst part is that was probably Russell Wilson's one of his better games.
Better games, yeah.
He didn't play badly. They just
Yeah.
couldn't keep up. Sutton. Who's the wide receiver? Is it Sutton?
For Denver.
For Denver.
Jerry Judy.
Judy, and then there's the other one, Sutton.
Yeah,
Sutton.
Sutton.
Yeah.
He fumbled twice. Like,
Yeah.
fair enough to the kid. He's just trying to make, like, you're down 40 points. He's just trying to do all he can.
Yeah.
But he fumbled twice. Like, they don't fumble on those drives. They scored 30 points. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
what do you want from Russell
Yeah,
Wilson?
yeah.
The
yeah.
defense is horrendous. The offense has been fine. I think Sean Payton's got a real issue on his hand that I don't think the team likes him.
No, I think that whole locker room
All
is
this
just dirty as
bullshit
fuck.
coming in, and there is an unwritten rule that you don't fucking turn on other coaches. You don't say shit about the
Yeah.
coach. What he came in and said about Nathaniel Hackett,
Yeah,
which we all know is true.
It was a bad coaching
You know,
job.
if you get fired after 1 year, you haven't done a good job. It is as simple as that.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's simple. You're not doing a good job because we see results, but owners see what they're like in the building and what
Yeah.
they're doing. Like, there's
Yeah.
more to someone getting fired than did they win or lose.
Yeah,
You don't
like,
say
do
that
do
before
they
you
have
even
the
touch
team?
the
But you do not do that.
You said it before you even played a
Coaches
preseason
don't
game.
eat other coaches. It is such a fickle industry where coaches get fired and hired like they're fucking
It's a
nothing.
fucking merry-go-round.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
the-
The
that's
coaches
issue with
just
it.
they don't turn on each other. It's been the rule forever. You don't turn on each other. You stick by each other.
You
If
help-
someone
you help
gets
another coach
fired,
out, if
you don't
anything.
badmouth them. You come in and go, no, it's all good. You
Yeah.
know, he did the best he could.
Yep.
He did. Oh, what's your opinion on how it was run last year? It's like, I don't care about how it was run last year. I only care how I'm
here
running it now.
Yeah.
That's an easy answer. Not it's the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, are you a fucking moron?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you
but he's a bit of a cockhead.
He's
like
won
that, though.
one Super Bowl in fucking his entire coaching career, and Drew Brees won that Super Bowl for him with all the emotion of Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right. Yeah.
I agree, Peyton's a terrific coach, but him putting himself on this pedestal that he's like one of the best coaches
I
ever,
don't think he put. I think
get fucked.
the media puts him on that pedestal. I
He's
don't know why
not.
they do
He
it
is
either.
not one of the
He's
best
not.
coaches ever.
He's not.
He's a good coach, and he's a Super Bowl winning. Mike McCarthy
Yeah, Mike
won
McCarthy's
one Super
won
Bowl.
a fucking Super Bowl, bro.
So
Relax.
what's the difference?
The credentials are basically the same.
McCarthy won a Super Bowl, and then him and Aaron Rodgers went to the playoffs every fucking year and could never win a Super Bowl. But he got fired. Peyton never won a Super Bowl with Drew Brees again, but he never got fired.
Yeah.
What? Because he's some offensive guru. You know what I mean? Like they're probably
Yeah.
the same guy. Peyton
Yeah.
and McCarthy are
Yeah.
the same dude.
Yeah.
Yet McCarthy's hated by me, and I'm like, oh, wish the Cowboys could get Peyton.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. It's crazy.
Doesn't
when
make
you
much
think
sense.
about it, it's
but
crazy.
the bottom
yeah.
line is you don't turn on people. It's a
Yeah.
shitty.
Jerry Jones would fucking hire him too.
That team.
I think Peyton's a better offensive mind than
that
McCarthy.
team's fucked.
Oh yeah.
That team is
Hey.
really fucked. They got a lot of issues,
And
and I don't
Russell
know.
Wilson's on a big contract.
I don't know
You
what
ain't
they're,
getting
like.
out of that.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, I also don't think Russell Wilson's entirely the problem. I really don't think he's the problem.
He's part of the problem. He's not the entirety.
I
of
think the
problem.
team is just lost.
Yeah.
They're just not there. Like,
I think that's part of the reason they brought Peyton in, though. Didn't
let's
they bring
take
him
the-
in for that reason to like
Yeah.
try and like fucking right the ship?
But let's take the Broncos right and the Cardinals.
Yep.
The Broncos are way more talented than the Cardinals.
100,000%.
And I watched the Cardinals on Sunday morning,
Mate,
Monday morning,
they played.
kick the fucking shit out of the Dallas
They
Cowboys.
played lights out, bro.
Like,
They were-
I messaged you two going, mate, Arizona play fucking
they play fucking hard, man. They play fucking hard. Yeah.
Like, and you know what? It was a shitty loss for the Cowboys, and it was a dumb loss. But I walked away going, "This loss could be important for them."
Mate,
This is now. Let's see how you respond.
You know what
now.
they did? They rocked up and they fucking hit him in the mouth. That's
Yep.
what they did.
And the Cowboys going to walk away and get off their little pretty high horse and go.
It's tough when your defense doesn't lock down and score.
Yeah, they
touchdowns.
played poorly.
Like, your
And-
offense looked fucking trash.
Yeah, no,
Well, this is the problem.
Few
This is
starters
like-
on
this
offload
is-
line. Like it's a
You're missing
Dak
three offensive line starters, including Zach Martin, which is tough.
But Dak looked like fucking Fields out there.
The problem with McCarthy's offense, in my opinion.
McCarthy. I mean, he's
When-
a very grinding offense. Yeah.
When you're up, it's fine.
Oh yes.
yeah,
you grind
because you take the
against
time
the
off the
Jets,
clock. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
against the Giants, the defense just fucking rolled them in the first half. So all you had to do was grind and grind, kick field goals, keep grinding, taking
Yeah.
time off the clock.
that
The
game was
Jets
over
were the
at quarter
same. The
time.
Jets were never scoring.
Yeah.
So you grind, you kick field goals in the red zone, you
Yep.
grind, you kick a field goal, you get a touchdown. All right, you're up 20 points. They're never catching.
They're
you.
not. They're
Just
not going to
keep-
score
let's
three.
Keep having
touchdowns.
10 play drives. It doesn't even matter if we score. When you fall behind, which is what Arizona came out, punched them in the mouth,
Yep.
they fell behind 17 points. Now you're in trouble because now you got to generate explosive plays. You've got to score touchdowns, not
Yeah,
field
but
goals.
the thing is, I don't understand what the problem is because it's got to be McCarthy and Prescott really because they've got the talent. They've got Pollard who's a fucking gun, and they got CD
Pollard was 100% in this game. Was the O line?
Yeah.
He could not get anything.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously. I mean,
they
yeah.
could not
Three-
do anything.
3 starters on the O line. You know, you're not running the ball. Fine.
No, because you know what? I think I realized was backups to starters. Like even though Arizona's starters are not top level starters on the D line,
They're still better than backups.
they're still
Yeah, of course they
starters.
are. Yeah, it's just starters.
starters compared to backups is
Mate,
it's,
if you've
it's
got
fucking chalk and cheese.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's we all fuck around on here. We say that, oh yeah, you know, he's good, he's shit, he's this, he's that. Like, if you're a starting player on an NFL roster, you're fucking good. Like
You're a star.
you're like the top 30 position in that position in the fucking league. Like you are a good player. Like
Yeah,
you're not
it's-
shit.
it's
Like
a
we
fair
might
point.
we're not call them shit.
You would have been the best player at your college by
Mate,
far.
You might be the best player in your state.
Yeah.
You're a top fucking 2% athlete.
Yeah.
That plays
Maybe higher, mate. Maybe higher.
I think it's like 1.8 or 1.9.
Yeah, but if you're a
make the
starter,
league.
you're
Yeah.
in the best 32 players in the league at that position.
At that position. That's what I'm saying. Like so
Like technically, you are.
technically, right? So like these guys, they're good. So like you got and to your point, I think Dallas just thought, oh yeah, we'll just rock up.
They did.
Our defense will probably.
Micah Parsons played like he was just could do whatever the fuck he wanted,
Yeah.
and he realized, oh shit, they've schemed for me here.
Yeah. 100%.
They're literally going, we're not going to let Parsons beat us today, and the rest of the team were like, oh, fuck, Parsons can't do it for us. What are we going to? It was, I think it was a shitty loss, but I think it was a loss that we needed.
Still have 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss.
He's a good player.
And 2 QB.
Yeah, it's because
he
he's
still
a star,
gets
bro.
it.
He's a good player. I'm saying, but what I'm
like-
saying is they were still successful. Like Dallas in the second half were a lot better.
Yeah.
The offense just couldn't score.
Yep.
They just couldn't score, and it was
if they're gonna
it's week 3, man. Like I think if you're gonna have a shitty loss like this, have it in week 3.
yeah.
fine.
Not in week 17 when you got to make the playoffs.
Yeah, but
like the Ravens,
the-
they lost to the Colts, but yeah, you'd
Well, I've got
rather
that
lose
next.
week 3
Yeah.
to the Colts, where
The Gardner Minshew, mate.
poor.
I don't hate Gardner, but
That's a bad loss. That's a bad loss.
Let's play. What loss was worse?
I think losing to Arizona is worse only because a lot
Was
of
it
people
in
thought,
Baltimore or in?
it was in Baltimore.
They lost at home to
home.
Gardner Minshew.
Hang on, no. You watched the game. You saw the end of the game.
Yeah, there was some.
There was some fucking.
There was a 4th
bad
down play
officiating.
that if it was caught, it would have been
Yeah.
it would have been field goal
Oh,
range.
I'm just
And
going to say
got-
one statement.
he got mauled.
There's no way. There's
Zay
no
Flowers had his
on
head ripped
paper.
off.
Oh, yeah.
on paper
Mm.
that Cowboys defense should not be losing to fucking Arizona.
No, I agree.
That's
I agree.
on paper. It's terrible.
I agree.
It's like unwatchable.
And the worst thing was, like, you guys lost on a last-second field goal in overtime.
Yes.
Cowboys, we got pantsed.
yeah, you got
The
they got
game wasn't
fucking-
even as close as what it should have
Nah.
been. Like, it was
The score,
outrageous.
the score actually did you guys justice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was outrageous. Like, they kicked.
We lost.
If you watched that game without
61,
yeah,
Yeah.
he
by
missed
a
61.
He would have
by
had it from
half a
60.
yard.
He would have had it from 60.
Hang on, he would have had it if it wasn't fucking about 20 degrees less there.
Yeah.
It was cold and wet.
Yeah, it was like they're tough losses, but they're kind of life.
Should we talk about Monday night first? Let's talk about the Monday night games first.
Oh yeah, let's do Monday nights.
And then we'll do the
Why the fuck
Yeah.
do they have double headers on a Monday night
What the fuck is that?
playing
about?
at the same
Yeah,
time?
it's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
What the fuck is the NFL
It's like
thinking?
they're a half apart. Just start one an hour later, so they're behind each other. Like,
If you
Yeah.
want to do it, have an East Coast and a West
Yeah,
Coast, and you
perfect.
can
Yeah.
fucking run them back into each other.
Yeah.
I don't
you
understand
see
it.
what on.
Every other fucking Sunday afternoon.
Spot on, Rocky.
I'm all for 2 more games on a Monday because I am sick of getting up at 3 a.m. and having 10 fucking games
Yeah.
on, and then only having 3 at the 6:30 games,
Yep.
and then one night. Play 2 Monday night games. Just play them at separate fucking times.
Yeah, perfect. I agree.
Literally give me 6 hours of football on a Monday, on
Yeah.
a Tuesday instead of 3 hours. I'm all for it.
I got no issue with it,
But
but like,
just make
stagger
the
the times, buddy. Look, how is it that a billion fucking dollar organization like the NFL can't get this right, and us 3 nitwits can work it out in fucking 3 minutes?
Sometimes I just want to get Goodell and just say, "What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Can I have some money, please? Just
Plenty.
a little bit,
He
not a
has
lot.
plenty.
Just maybe like
Good-
1% of one of your bank accounts."
I just want a couple comments I want to make about the Monday night
Half of
games.
you here.
Yeah.
Good gutsy win by the Bengals. I thought Burrow
Against
played,
the wall.
but backs against the wall. They didn't want to go down 0-3. I thought that he's clearly hurt. Burrow's clearly
He's
Mm,
definitely hurt.
and he guts through. He's a tough guy, man, and I think
So likable.
yeah, I know, and he's so handsome too.
He is. He's so fucking likable.
Yeah, he is. Of course, he's yeah, and like I like that too for the team because like the team's going to see that. Oh yeah, he's our guy. He's our quite literally our $50 million man, and he's playing hurt. Like we got to fucking.
He
step
could
up.
barely move.
He could barely-
Also, Baker's shit again.
Oh,
No,
Baker was always shit.
No. no,
Baker was
No.
always shit.
No.
Excuse me, just gonna
Buddy.
sit back and enjoy.
no,
buddy,
no,
buddy.
no. Not standing for this.
I watched that game obviously because I'm an
Yep.
Eagles fan.
Yep.
And two things I came away from. Firstly, I
Here we
put it
go.
in our group chat. Baker Mayfield is not a starting quarterback. I'm
Jalen
sorry.
Carter's a dog.
Jalen Carter is a fucking
He's defensive. rookie.
Oh no, he's good.
The
Absolutely.
fact that fucking 11 teams let him get to the Eagles is a disgust.
He
It's
went
disgusting.
pick 9.
Pick 9. Like
Nine.
the 8 teams let him get there.
It all had to do with that stuff that happened in the offseason with the car accident, whatever. He should have gone number 1.
He's a superstar.
He should have gone number 1.
He's the best player in the draft. It's already that clear. Oh,
Easily.
actually,
and
in fairness to CJ Stroud, he's
yeah, CJ's actually
CJ Stroud.
CJ's good. CJ, I told you guys. I told you after week 1.
Texans
he-
nailed it.
they've nailed it. He's a
Anderson and
franchise
Stroud.
quarterback. He's a franchise.
I'm not sure about Bryce Young yet, but
Nah,
also
it's too small.
the Panthers are dog
Yeah,
shit.
he didn't
It's
play
so
well.
hard to assess them because they're dog shit.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Nah, but
So that scoreline, 25-11, is so fucking helpful for the Buccaneers we put up, I think, nearly 500 yards of fucking offense on them, bro.
It was a
Ab-
massacre.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
471 yards.
see, yeah,
It was
nearly,
two red zone turnovers, I think it
two
was.
red, 2 or 3, I can't remember.
2 interceptions.
And if it's not for, I got to give a shout out to my guy, Mike Evans. If it's not for him on that Tampa Bay Bucks offense, it's no one.
It's no one, bro.
He is so fucking good
yeah, he's
still.
good. He's good.
If Tampa Bay lose a couple of games, like
should
if
just
they
trade him
lose
and
the
get
next
picks.
2 games,
Yeah. Just trade him and get picks.
teams everywhere should be going, let's go get Mike
If
Evans.
I was the Rams, or if I was like a middle team that needed something, I'd be calling.
Do you know
I'd be
if-
making calls.
Do you know where he'd be just the best fit in the world?
Chargers?
Well, Mike Williams did his knee as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, but the 49ers.
Yeah. Oh,
You play Ayuk and Debo in the like the intermediate routes, and you just had a Mike Evans, hey,
just go.
you're gonna get one-on-one
Just go.
every now and
It's kind
again.
of like
old,
college again.
old Brocky piece is just gonna flick one up to you.
Yeah, he's gonna flick it up.
And you're gonna have a little corner on you. You just jump up, big fella.
Yeah, because you're a
You
large
jump
man.
up and you
They can-
catch it,
He's
and then you with the other arm, you stick that corner's head into the ground, and then you run and you score.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to just throwing it underneath, and then eventually you'll be one-on-one again, and we'll just
Yeah.
chuck it up to you.
We might do that one. We'll do it once a quarter.
What is it, once a quarter, and you can have 4 touchdowns again.
Yeah.
Have fun, big fella.
His catch across the middle was fucking
Yeah, it's good
unreal.
catch. It was
One
good catch.
hand.
Yeah, that was
snag.
good.
Mike
But
Evans
again,
is
shit
so
throw by fucking Baker.
I'm not
That
standing for this.
was
Nah.
all mate. I'm
So,
telling
hey,
you,
no, this is
Baker's
what-
terrible.
Okay.
We
Yes,
absolutely,
he lost,
absolutely
yes.
dominated them, bro.
Sure.
That line of scrimmage,
Hey.
that entire game, the Eagles owned it on offense and on defense. Owned the fucking line of scrimmage. We absolutely dominated that game.
Unbelievable.
O line's unbelievable. D line is unbelievable.
So are you saying Baker shouldn't be starting anywhere in this league?
Yeah, on the Bucks where they've got another option.
Right.
If you have another
There's
option, he
other
wouldn't be starting.
QBs. He's better than 100%.
He's better than Minshew, who's a backup.
Yeah.
He's better than Dobbs.
Yeah, it's fair.
There's
So shit. It's
Hey,
embarrassing when
he's
the
better than-
Cowboys
he's
play.
better than Fields.
Let's say that I agree with you that he's better than the shittest fucking.
I also
backups.
don't think Dobbs is the starting quarterback.
Fine. Let's say that I agree with you. Oh, what are you going to win with him?
There's nothing around him anymore. This is the
You
issue.
could win a national
They-
championship.
They Tampa Bay sold the farm to get their fucking Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
and it worked.
And they did. They got their Super Bowl. But after they got Tom Brady left, everyone else they fucking brought in to win that Super Bowl left as well. And they had nothing to show for it. They
They
didn't
signed old guys on
they
1 year
legit-
deals.
They signed
Yeah.
1 year deals to win a fucking Super Bowl, which game respect game. Go get that fucking ring. Spend all that money on the fucking championship ring.
Clearly it works. The Rams did it too, so clearly it works.
Exactly right. And you bottom out afterwards. You bottom out. If you don't have players around you, if you don't have a fucking O line around you to stand up with, if Jalen Hurts doesn't have a fucking O line,
Such
he's
a good
not that
point.
fucking good.
Yeah, I
He's
agree.
not that good.
It is. It's
No,
the way
I-
teams build. The way you build teams is so backwards these days. Everyone wants the quarterback first.
No.
Go and
Build a
build a really good
fucking
offensive
O-line.
line and then draft.
That's
young
what. See,
quarterback.
that's what the Eagles have done. The
Yeah.
Eagles have done that.
And they drafted a quarter. Look, in fairness, the Cowboys did too when they got Prescott.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Like they had
yeah.
Romo, I know, but then Romo got hurt. The reason Prescott was so good early because they had the best offensive line in
Yeah,
football.
and Zeke running
They
the
had
ball.
Zeke, the
Yep.
best running back in football. They had great receivers. They had a solid defense. Like they built the team and then went, all right, come in and run it. The 49ers, like the thing I've got with people like Trey Lance and Zach Wilson's a prime example right now.
Yep.
Why is Zach Wilson on a roster? Are the Jets potentially missing another Brock Purdy? How many Brock Purdy's get missed?
Yeah.
How many guys at quarterbacks that come in that are college players that played in a pro style college offense like Brock Purdy did
Yeah.
that can come in and go, I know how to play the quarterback position. Minshew's a prime example. Is he flashy? No. But he comes in, he's a professional and he knows
Yes.
how to play.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
knows how to
gets
play
it.
quarterback.
He controls the huddle, the team understanding, they know
Minshew's
what he's
not
doing.
the fucking worst quarterback
No,
in the world.
he's
Let's just
not.
put he,
That's what I mean. So how many
he just doesn't have a job in Jacksonville.
Zach
'cause they got
Wilson.
fucking Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, these guys that you
Fields is
watch and you're
terrible.
like,
Oh, my
these
God.
dudes cannot play football.
Yeah.
They are not football
We were
players.
talking about it before the show.
Yeah.
Like, Fields cannot play quarterback. He just
At
can't.
what point are teams just going to go, like, Salah's going to lose his fucking job
Yeah.
for Wilson?
Yeah.
I hope he's not stupid enough to understand that. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back next year and they don't have an option and they roll with Wilson again,
You
and they're shit,
You can't.
he's
What-
done.
Do you think they're going to roll with Wilson for the
No.
rest of the season?
Well, he's saying he's the unquestioned starter. Now I don't know how much, but they just signed Trevor Siemian. Trevor Siemian's not the answer. Tim Boyle's not the answer.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
So what are they fucking doing? They can't just
They can't do anything
throw the
this year.
season
But
away.
what I'm saying is, if they don't
Surely
do,
there's a free agent they can
if
sign.
they don't do something, they're fucked.
Is there no free agent they can sign?
Trevor Simeon is who they signed.
Oh, that's a terrible sign.
There's Cam Newton. There's a
I'd
few.
rather have Cam Newton.
I would too. But that's what I mean. Like, how many teams? Like Trey Lance is on the Cowboys roster right now. The 49ers this offseason had Purdy, Trey Lance, and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold and Lance are two failed top 3 picks.
Yes.
Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Colt McCoy, Joe Flacco, Nick Foles.
I know Nick
Simeon.
Foles. Nick Foles would be beautiful for the Jets.
You'd be better. You'd be better than fucking Thingo. You'd be better than Wilson.
Nick Foles is good.
My point I'm trying to make is like when the 49ers are great because they found Purdy. The Cowboys found Tony Romo. They kept him on their roster for 3 years as an undrafted player with everyone going.
Eagles found Hurts.
They found Hurts late. You know,
Yeah.
how many of these guys are teams missing because they're blinded by we all knew Fields was shit. Yeah, we all knew it. We were blinded. It's that old thing where he's built like a linebacker. He runs like a wide receiver. He's strong. He's fast. Does everything. Oh, what's the catch? Oh, he's shit at football.
Yeah, he can't play football.
He can't play quarterback.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw the fucking ball.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we all seen him and been like, this guy's not it.
Yeah,
Like when you watch Trevor Lawrence in his rookie year, you're like, he's got it.
it. Yeah,
He's got something.
like I said before about CJ Stroud, he's got it.
CJ Stroud's got something.
Yeah,
He's got something. He knows,
He-
he
he's
knows
the
how to
dog.
play quarterback.
He's an
And
absolute
I
dog.
think I said that in the prediction show. Like you can tell straight away. Like
Yes.
I don't even reckon it
They don't
takes
have
that
to
long.
be
It's like
perfect, but there's something in them that you
Three-
look at them and you're like, I know what this
three
guy's.
starts, and you can tell.
You know what this guy's got. Like
Yeah.
Lawrence's rookie year was not good at all, but you watched him and you're like,
Yeah, he can
He's-
play.
he's got
He-
something about him.
He can
Was
play.
he rookie year not good because he didn't play well, but had some showing, or you had fucking Urban Meyer figuring goals?
Exactly.
Urban Meyer
exactly. Like,
feeling
there's always
up
things.
women.
I just don't know. I just think teams just hold on to these guys for too long.
They
Fuck
definitely-
off,
they definitely
pull the
hold on.
band-aid off and fuck them. Like the 49ers did the smartest thing ever. We're just going to trade. They would have been, they've said they were shocked someone gave them a draft pick for Trey Lance.
Yeah,
They were just going to cut him.
Yeah.
They was going to be like, sorry, mate.
Sorry.
Hasn't worked out, mate.
Yeah.
Darnold's just beating you out for the number 2 spot.
yeah, and
Purdy's-
he's failed on 2 teams.
Purdy's healthy as fuck. It's a miracle. He's healthy.
Absolute miracle.
We didn't
I'm so
think he
happy
would.
he's healthy. That's
He's
so
healthy
good.
as shit. He's our starter. Darnold's been better than you. He's our second string.
Yep.
Sorry, mate. We're going to keep some other young kid on the practice squad.
Yep.
Off your pop.
Yep.
If someone gave us a 4th round pick, see you later. kid.
Definitely. I think in business,
He's
in business for sure, and in the NFL especially, you got to hire quick and you got to fire quick. Like if you think he's your guy, fine, and he shows you something, stick with him. But if it's clear he's not, then you got to just bail, cut your losses, and move on.
Zach Wilson's still on the team because his cap number this year is 9.5. It's 11 million next year. They won't have him next year.
Right. Cam Newton would come back for less than fucking 11 million.
Absolutely.
100%.
Colin Kaepernick will play for a fucking for vet minimum. He's
Colin
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick will
would-
pay for a pie and sauce after the fucking game.
Colin-
Exactly.
Colin
At this
Kaepernick
point,
will
give
pay
him a
you to
shot.
play.
He's not like. Have you seen him actually throw the ball recently?
Yeah, but have you seen Wilson? I've seen both of them, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And I don't know who the better option is. All I know is that Kaepernick's been good at one point. Wilson's never been good.
Kaepernick was good because of the system.
Yeah, you're right.
He had a system.
Wasn't it?
Hang on a fucking second. Hang
Yeah.
on a second.
Hmm.
You cannot sit there and tell me with a straight face that you can make a Super Bowl and be a shit quarterback. Yeah, and it's all system.
Trent Dilfer, you can win one as a shit quarterback.
That's an all-time.
Rex Grossman.
That's an all-time defense, bro.
Yeah, Rex
All
Grossman. The
time.
Bears were an all-time defense too, actually.
All-time defense, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not-
And Jamal Lewis.
No, I'm not saying you're not good, but you don't.
There
have
was
to,
a period
You don't have
there-
to be a top 5 fucking QB to make.
There
the
was a
Super Bowl
period
anymore.
there. Colin Kaepernick was a top 5 quarterback.
Nah,
No.
I don't think top 5.
The keeper stuff, the bootleg stuff, that was good. The problem
No,
is
but
that
that's
top
system.
10. Top 10.
the
that's
problem is the
system.
problem that is that he doesn't have anything else. That's his one wood, and that's it. And
And he also
defenses
kept beating.
scheme for
He
it.
just kept beating Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers can't win an NFC championship game. Save his life.
Oh, well,
Maybe you could win an AFC one.
Yeah, I was
We'll
gonna say
we may
maybe.
not ever know.
we may never know. Whenever,
Because him saying we'll be back by the playoffs. Playoffs, Aaron?
I don't think he's
Do
done.
you know they're the 4th best defense in the NFL, and they are
the Jets?
32nd. The Jets, yeah, and they're 32nd in every offensive category.
Oh,
That's
my
fucking
God.
They are the worst offense in football, but by a margin.
What is that? What is that office doing about the quarter? They've got to be doing something. They've got to be making calls, right?
They'd have to be, but I just don't think there's anyone out
How
there.
can there be a top 5 defense and oh god, if I was on that team right now, and I'd be so fucking shitty because coming into this season, you'd be like all these hopes of like, oh,
It's
we're gonna,
deflating.
oh, God, I'd be
I'm telling you,
devastated.
Salah's paying with his job.
Yep.
He will lose his job as well.
He's paying for it.
All
He will.
right. So are we doing the 3-3-0?
Yeah. We'll start with the 3. I want to just quickly discuss the best 3-0, the worst 3-0 teams, and the best 0-3 teams. Because what his history tells us is if you're 0-3,
There's only 3-0 teams.
yeah, so that'll be an easy one.
0-3, you're done basically.
0-3, your season's basically over.
Yeah.
0-2, only like 5% of teams make it.
Wow, is it that low?
Bengals did it last year, and they hopefully will do it. I think they will do it again this year.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with 3-0 because there's only 3 of them because of a couple of bad losses this week. But you've got Dolphins, Eagles, and Niners.
Shit. Them might be the 3 best teams in the NFL. Well, they are the 3 best teams in the
I
NFL,
think
clearly.
the Niners might be the worst of a lot of them, which is shit.
No,
I
going
don't know.
Eagles.
I think
The Eagles.
They haven't played anyone yet.
Oh, it's a fair point.
They
Who,
haven't played
who have you played?
They're the Georgia of fucking NFL at the moment. They haven't played a ranked team.
Oh,
You haven't played a team with a winning record.
college quips. I like that. Who have you guys played? Giants.
Vikings, Bucks.
Hey, it's the Eagles. Well, who have the Dolphins played?
Let me get that.
I don't reckon the Dolphins have played anyone good. In fairness, the 49ers haven't either. They've played the Giants as well. Haven't they played the Giants and the Vikings too, the Niners?
At the start of the year, Miami played the Chargers, who were meant to be.
Oh, it's in LA too.
Yeah, that
That's
was a good win.
That's a big
That
win.
was a
No, yeah. So Chargers, Pats, Broncos.
Purely on who they've played, the Eagles are the worst, but they're all fucking good. That was probably a dumb segment. Let's do the
no,
0
it's not a
3.
dumb segment at all. A quick comment on that. I think the Eagles, our O-line's playing really well. Our D-line's playing really well. Our running game looks really good.
Yeah.
I think Hurts looks really rusty. You can tell
He hasn't looked good.
you can tell that he
He has a
hasn't
lot of throws.
that he hasn't like played any snaps in the preseason. You can tell he's really rusty.
Yeah.
The positive thing as an Eagles fan is that our best player isn't playing well, and we're still winning. And
Yeah.
we're still winning comfortably, and I think that's
Swift
positive.
looks good too.
He does look good.
Mind you, anyone
I'm
can
not.
run by
I'm
that
not
O-line.
sold on Swift.
Dude,
He
I
had
could-
a
I
couple
could get-
bad runs.
Yeah, but that O-line's so good.
I
It
could get
doesn't
3
matter.
yards of carry.
He
behind
had a
that.
couple of
Yeah.
bad runs where he literally ran the wrong hole
Yeah,
and got
Yeah,
got
okay.
stopped.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Fine.
like-
why don't you give Dan Campbell a call after he beats the shit out of George, and he'll tell you all about Swift.
Hey-oh.
Like Swift is a fucking
I
spastic.
think
There's nowhere to run.
As a roster, though, I think San Francisco are the best team. Are the best.
Yeah, I think as a roster, the Dolphins are the worst roster.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're that talented defensively.
Nah, not defense.
No, they don't care.
Their offensive line's not good.
The best thing about their offense is they don't run normal concepts that everyone else runs.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
run. Hey, Tyreek, you run a fucking 4-3. See that space?
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Fucking get there.
Yeah.
And
It's
you know what the scariest
incredible.
part is? He'll 3-step drop. Like Tua will 3-step drop, and Tyreek Hill will somehow get 20 yards down the field.
Yeah. Not
Like
somehow. He's fucking fast.
They'll have an unblocked defender off the edge, and you'll be like, "Oh, he's gonna have to check this down," and he'll throw
Nope.
a 60-yard bomb,
just
and
throw
you're
it
like,
up.
It's a three-step drop with the 2 hitches, and
I
he's at the
know.
line of scrimmage, throwing it
It's-
forwards.
"It's unbelievable." Like I
All-
don't understand. It's
all I'll
Tyreek
say-
Hill's so fast.
All I'll say is I hope to fucking Christ that Tua stays healthy this
Yeah,
year
Could be fun.
because it's
gonna
going to
be
be
fun.
really fun.
He's on pace to break every record.
That crossing route that he fucking threw at the start of the game with
Yeah.
13 minutes, like 3 minutes into the first quarter
Yeah, it's crazy.
for the Tyreek Hill touchdown. There's no one within 20 yards of him.
Because they put so much conflict on a defense.
There's a safety over the middle that's 20 yards away. He's the closest fucking defender.
Yeah.
And
He's
he
like-
literally runs past it underneath. his
He's very
defender.
fast.
Oh, shit. All right,
And
cool.
they didn't have Waddle.
Yeah, they didn't have Waddle. Yeah. And they
Scary.
put 70 points. And they sat in the fourth quarter. Fucking hell, man.
So yeah, 3-0 teams. I would have thought the Cowboys would be in there this week as well, and the Ravens. In fairness, I thought there would have been a couple more teams in there to talk about.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the 0-3 teams. So I don't know how the Jets aren't 0-3, but you've got the
They
Panthers
beat
at
the Bills.
0-3.
Fuck you, Kempy.
They
I
beat the
know.
Bills. Yeah.
Also, Bills are back.
Yeah, Bills are back.
They
Yeah.
kicked the shit out
Yeah.
of the last 2
Yeah,
games,
they did,
including
yeah.
Washington, which was so good.
I remember we said that after week one. You're like,
Hang on.
I'd hate to fucking play the Bills next week.
Washington are good.
No, they're not good.
No,
Sam
they're not
Howell
good.
is
They're a decent defense though, and they ran it up on them.
Sam Howell threw 4 interceptions
Yeah.
and fumbled once,
That
and he
kills
was
you, though.
sacked 7 times and hit 11 or something
Yeah.
like that. It was unbelievable. He got massacred.
Got murdered.
Yeah, it was worse than what the old team name went through back in the day.
Oh wow!
I was about to say the same
I reckon.
joke.
I reckon. I reckon Riverboat Ron might be first cab off the rank.
He was my first pick.
Yeah, you called it.
Maybe Riverboat Ron should go back and actually reassess Sam Howell, but he's not good.
But he's not
You
good.
know, he might known he was just good last year. Maybe you shouldn't have watched him, so he didn't think he was good.
Oh my god!
Bring in Tyler Heineke. Oh no, he's done now. Where's he now? Atlanta. All right, the 0-3 teams. Yeah,
He's injured.
he's
How is he
So-
not starting fucking
he's-
Atlanta? Oh no.
Ritter's backup. Ritter, a dog. Panthers are 0-3, Bears are 0-3, Broncos are 0-3, and the Vikings are 0-3.
So, just going back, the football team is 2-1. They beat the Cardinals week 1 and they beat the Broncos week 2.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to badmouth anyone because the Cowboys just
They're
lost.
they're 1-2.
They're shit.
They're 1-2.
Yeah.
They should have beat them. The
No.
Broncos should beat them.
Yes, I agree. I think this is really easy to pick the best team with the 0-3. And it's the Vikings.
Yeah,
I know this is an even or up. They've lost 3 one-score games,
one score
which
games. Yeah.
I guess vindication.
Nice.
I said they're going to lose so many
Huzzah.
zeros
Yeah.
one-score games.
It always happens year to year.
It runs
Always.
out, and they played the Chargers this week, they were both 0-2. That was basically season's over if you lose.
Correct. Yeah,
And the Chargers got it on.
it saved Brian Staley's ass.
I don't know. So did he? Because I missed it. Did he go for it inside his own 20, or were they in field goal range?
I think they were in field goal range.
So they
Yeah.
could have kicked the field goal and made it a 7-point game.
Yeah,
And he went for it and didn't get it.
didn't get it. Yeah.
I don't hate it that much.
Like I get it. The analytics say go for it.
No,
this and
I
that.
think he went for it on his own 24-yard line, which
I'm
means that
getting
he
it
was on. He was 24 yards out defensively.
No. They were definitely in the red zone.
No, I
I
thought they were
believe.
in field goal range.
Okay, cool. I might be wrong. Either way.
The analytics. I get the analytics that says go for it. I get that.
So, but
the fucking points,
McCarthy
mate.
fucked up the analytics on the weekend because he went for it on 4th down, right? When they were 8 points down. He went for went for a
Yeah.
4th down.
Yeah,
Kicked the field goal.
and then got the onside.
Then the
kick, yeah.
problem was there was so much time left because they then got the ball back.
Yeah.
And they got into field goal range again. And they kicked the field goal then. If they'd kicked the field goal the first time, they're down 1 point.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So the field goal wins you the game.
First and goal, LAC 6-yard line. Threw the ball.
What?
The
The Vikings.
the
did
Vikings,
that.
they threw
Yeah,
the
and
ball.
threw a pick.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any time left.
There's 12 seconds left when he threw it.
Yeah, it
When he
was
snapped the ball.
it was bad.
What the fuck he's doing? Snap
The Vikings threw
kick
the
a
ball.
fucking field goal.
Also, just keep
Or
in mind,
Run the clock. Spike fucking ball.
yeah,
Kick a field goal with no time left.
that was 4 points.
Oh, was it 4 points?
4
4 points. It was 28-24. So the field goal, they couldn't do anything.
Mm.
So they had
So
to
he threw a
score.
fucking pick.
Yeah, after they got a penalty to get the 4th down
Yeah,
conversion
fourth.
too.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is on pace this year to have 6,500 yards, 61 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. No, so
Kirk
I think
Cousins?
it's 12 interceptions
and
and
what-
go 0-17.
Yeah, I was going to say and no wins.
So I put this up today. I was like, these things are great. These
The
projections,
stats don't fucking matter. The wins and losses.
Like,
is what
Tyreek
counts.
Hill's on pace to have 3,000 receiving yards this year.
Oh, I don't know if that's
It's-
going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
He
None
might,
of them.
get, he might get 2,000.
The Rams receiver, the rookie guy, the undrafted guy, Puka Tuka or whatever his name is.
Something,
Yeah, he's on
Shout
track.
out.
He's on track to break every receiving record in ever.
No,
Receptions. It's-
obviously that's not going to happen.
yeah, but I think that do you guys agree? Like Vikings are easily the best team in here.
As
The
a-
Panthers, I think, are probably okay. Their
the Panthers
defense
are
is good.
okay.
They're a bit unlucky to be on
The
three.
other two are clearly the 2 worst teams in it.
Who are the Panthers played, Brocky? I reckon they've played 3 decent teams. In fairness,
Panthers.
Bears and Broncos are dog shit. They're the 2 worst teams in the league by far.
I think the Bears are going to be picking pick 1.
Yeah, the Bears are horrendous.
Do they have their pick?
Yes.
Yeah, they got their pick. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because they traded with the Panthers. I think they got the Panthers pick as well, don't they? Didn't they?
Maybe.
Didn't the Panthers give him a pick? Yeah, they did.
Or
They
they,
gave him
or they
DJ
just
Moore.
swapped.
They swapped and gave him next year's first round pick. And so right now the Bears are in line to have 2 of the top 4
Wait, who,
picks.
who the Panthers are playing?
Yeah, who have they played this year?
Here we go. Loading up here.
So I reckon they've played 3 decent teams.
Atlanta Saints.
Well, Atlanta are 2-1.
Atlanta are decent.
Saints are 2-1.
Saints are
Th-
2-1.
They have played a somewhat tough draw.
Yeah, it's been. Who was the 13 they lost to?
Seahawks is
Oh, they're three tough teams.
Yeah, they're tough teams.
Like they could realistically be 3 playoff teams.
Yeah.
We both
Yes.
had the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You had the Saints. You had the Saints.
I had the
and
Saints.
I had the Falcons.
I had the Saints win the division. You had the Falcons win the
Yeah,
division.
so we've all got them as playoff teams
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
So they've had 3 playoff caliber teams, and then the Bears have. But yeah, the Bears are awful. But Vikings, this was always going to happen. You reap what you sow. You
Yep.
shouldn't have gone 11-0 last year in one-score games.
Of course not.
You should have just lost a couple.
11-0 is really chancy. That's like really jammy.
Get a couple off your
A
sleeve.
couple off your sleeve.
You know, when you need them
Use
next year.
use them this year.
It's a 2-year span. You're now going to win none this year.
Nah, they'll be shit.
So 0-3 teams in the history of the NFL, no one's ever made it for 0-3.
Really?
No
Made
one's
the
ever
playoffs.
made the playoffs.
So it's good night to these 4 teams. Well,
Fuck,
Wow.
I didn't even have my sound on.
I'm going to shake.
Just getting ready for the outro.
I know that song. I
Um,
know that song.
Is Derek Carr good as well?
Oh, I don't
Everyone's
think he's playing this week.
He's not playing this way, but it's not like
No.
season
So
ending.
I initially I thought it was a broken collarbone, but I think
Yeah,
it's just a
everyone
sprained
thought-
AC joint. So I think you'll be okay in a couple of weeks.
What's your thoughts on the NFL actually not showing replays anymore? When
Of
there's any
injuries.
chance of an injury, they would not show a replay. They will show it if it's not bad, but same with the Chubb injury. They didn't show a replay.
I think maybe kids watch it and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
I-
care.
I think it's an
don't care.
overreaction of what happened last year with DeMar Hamlin.
Oh yeah,
Who's
probably.
Tyler Hamlin? Never heard of her. Does he play in the NFL?
He's on a roster.
He's just getting that paycheck. He's
I can't believe
he's gonna
like,
make him cut him.
I can't
He's
believe
not gonna
that
retire. They're gonna make him cut him.
I'm such a fucked up loser
I'll post that.
that I am hating on a guy who died on the field because he's still on an NFL team and he's getting some sort of credit for that. Well, that is where I'm at in my life.
What's wrong with you, bro?
That annoys me that he's going to win.
LeBron James' kid died.
Let the man have his moment. Yeah, he
Then
was,
came back alive. He had a cardiac arrest.
Oh, so he's good.
Cardiac arrest.
Adrian
during-
Peterson's kid died.
That's 'cause he
whipped him with
beat
a
the fuck
stick.
out of him.
But didn't really die. He's fine. But he
He
got
just hit
suspended
with-
for a year for beating his kid up. Remember?
No, he
yeah, I
didn't.
do remember that.
Did he
Yeah.
get I don't think he got suspended for a year, was it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he definitely.
Did he
missed
came back with comeback player of the year?
Yes.
Or that was
Yes.
that was after his ACL.
Yeah,
That was after
that's
his
when he
ACL.
came 9 yards short of breaking the record.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He deserved it that year, much
So-
like his kid did, in Adrian Peterson's words.
Just get him a switch.
That's a quote. That is a direct quote from Adrian. He deserved it.
No.
We're
Tyreek-
off the rails.
Tyreek Hill
Off
does
the
beat
rails,
his
alright.
kid as well. Like there's
No,
audio.
Tyreek Hill didn't do it. It was his wife.
No,
and
no,
he led him. Or
no,
something like that. Who
no.
fucking
There's
knows?
audio clips.
Oh no, I've seen it all. Trust me, I had so many Twitter fights with people when the Tyreek Hill situation came out. Of
Shocked me.
Chiefs fans just being
Shocked me.
no, he's all good, bro. I'm like, you guys are pieces of shit. You are. It's fine. He can still play in the NFL, but let's just all agree that he bashed up his kid.
Yeah.
He did beat
Like, let's
somebody
not
up.
sit here and say he didn't do it. He did it, but he can still. There's no rules against it in the NFL. Apparently,
That's what I said
I
before.
just said before, he can do it, but let's not sit here and pretend he didn't.
You,
It's
you can
fine.
be you can be a shit human being and be a good football player. They're not
100%.
they're not mutually exclusive.
You know,
At least-
I've been
at
doing it
least
for
admit it.
years.
Yeah, I'm neither. I'm a shit human being, but not a good football player.
Let's be honest. None of us are good.
No.
We're playing Gridiron Victoria,
playing
the worst league in the world.
Hey, we got a 4-week schedule. You know, they want to flex games out of prime time and these days.
Fuck you, Gridiron Victoria, you fucking spastic cunts, and I hope you all listen.
Good. Just to close off, a good game coming up on Thursday night, Friday morning, our time. Lions Packers. That'll actually be a good game.
Oh, Lions, Pat. Yeah, I didn't
because
realize.
they're both coming. They're both coming off
Public
good wins.
holiday too. For
Yeah,
the grand
public
final.
holiday. Yep. So that'll be a good game. 10:15
We should go to
on
the pub and
Friday.
watch it.
On Friday, I'm down. I'm down
Ooh.
for something.
Cheeky.
That was a good win by the Packers too. I heard it was the biggest comeback ever in Packers history.
Didn't the Saints miss a field goal to win? Did I see that? They won 18-17. The Saints missed a field goal.
19 or 19-18, I think it was.
Yeah, but it was. Were they down 18?
18-17.
Yeah.
Were they down
18.
17-0?
Yeah.
Jordan Love. Dog. I actually that game when I didn't get up for the 3 games this
Actually,
week.
that I was sweating on that one because I had the unders at 42 points.
I think Jordan Love might be good.
Yeah, I think he might be good too.
You know what, he might not be amazing, but he's definitely a starting caliber quarterback.
Starting.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I've known
for sure.
for 3 weeks. He's definitely a starter.
Yeah.
He
See,
can-
I told you, 3 stars. That's all it takes.
And if he could progress and be better, but if this is as good as he is now, I think he's good enough to be a starting
He's
quarterback.
serviceable. Yeah,
100%.
40-yard field goal miss with a minute 10 to go.
It's a minute 10. So
Then
Jordan Love would have flopped that cock out and
that is
got
me,
the,
yeah.
got the other field goal anyway.
and lost
Big
3.
ball.
He lost 3
Oh.
yards.
He's not as much of a dog as Goff though. This is dog battle this week.
Yeah, that is a
Oh.
goal. Yeah, I agree. It should be a good game. I'm
Do you
looking
know
forward
what
to it.
every team should have done 2 years ago? and including me, not laughed when the Lions traded Stafford for Jared Goff.
I laughed.
I've been
I
all
laughed.
of
Imagine if the Jets had got Jared Goff 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The Jets would be they'd be winning the
Yes.
division.
Yes.
They might win the AFC, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like Jared Goff, he had one bad year in the Rams, and
Yeah.
everyone, including me, just turned on him.
Just
He
j-
didn't have a
jumped off him.
bad year.
He just had a mediocre year.
Todd Gurley got fucking arthritis
That's
at the age
right.
of 25.
Going back to what I said before, if you take a team to the Super Bowl, you're fucking good, mate. Like you're not shit. It's not.
Except Trent Dilfer.
You're not. It's
Hey,
not.
hey.
Trizzle.
Even still,
they went 5 weeks
hey,
and they didn't score a
even
touchdown.
still, Trent Dilfer. All he had to do was not turn the ball over. And what did he do? Not turn the fucking ball over.
That's true. You just let the defense do it. Let Jamal Lewis run the ball.
The Ravens that year did have a 5-week span where they didn't score an offensive touchdown. There was a guy on a roof in Baltimore that did not come down until the Ravens scored an offensive touchdown.
Really?
It's
Hey,
That defense was so
look up. It was a Bad Boys of Baltimore.
you got that.
Look up the 30 for 30 on the Baltimore Ravens
Yeah, I
defense.
actually haven't watched it. I need to watch
It's
it.
Hey, you got that ring though. You
Ed
got that
Reed,
ring.
Ray Lewis.
got
Was Suggs on that? No, Suggs
Nah,
wasn't
it's
there
not
yet,
yet,
was he?
not yet.
Was that Ray
No,
Lewis?
did they have a Dalius Thomas then, the DN?
I think so, no.
Was it Ray Lewis? Was that
Maybe.
before or after he murdered that guy?
Definitely after.
After.
But he didn't murder. He just helped hide it all.
Kareem Hunt kicked the shit out of like a female.
He's a
Alvin-
punter, man.
Alvin Kamara fucking
Sh-
bashed somebody in Vegas, played a Pro Bowl game, then got arrested afterwards.
Yeah, he didn't kill a guy though.
Listen,
The way he spoke about it.
I have a
He
signed
could've.
mini and full size and figurine of Ray Lewis. He my guy. I love him.
Yeah, but he killed that guy.
He definitely killed him.
He
okay.
repented.
Don't
He
Be-
repented.
don't be a Kansas City Chiefs fan about the Tyreek
He
Hill.
killed that guy.
It's okay. He was a great football player, but he
He's-
killed someone.
He
Undeniable.
Or he at least helped hide killing him.
No.
He was just there when it happened.
so
he
what-
didn't
what-
do anything.
Right?
No, he drove the car, right? Or he was in the car.
It might have been his limo that they got in afterwards,
He might have killed him
and he might have hid the clothes.
and killed him.
No,
He
wasn't-
burned
didn't
the
do
clothes.
anything.
That's what I heard. He burned
Yeah,
all the clothes.
He burnt their clothes,
Bro.
like his friend's clothes. He was just in the limo.
Just helping a brother out, man. You know what?
Hey,
NFL don't care.
They
George-
definitely
George-
do not care.
I'll do the same thing for you if you need me, mate.
I appreciate
I'll
that,
wait in the
bro.
limo out the front. Especially for the fucking J.A. guy. We'll finish him off.
I'll fuck that
Yeah,
Dan
you-
Campbell up. That's what I want to do.
Finish me off right now, boys. Oh, you mean murder, don't you?
Ah, yes.
You didn't mean the other finish off.
All right.
I
look
can
at-
do that too.
We need to get out of this show.
Thank you, boys.
Rocky goes out of here, you big dog.
We got Bad Blood. Sunday, Red Cup betting. Get on the
Yeah,
live stream.
Tune in.
We're going to catch up Friday for a cheeky,
Yeah, I reckon.
cheeky
I'm
beer.
in.
I'm down.
Also, Sunday night this week, the first of the international series starts as well. So,
Okay.
12:30 game, Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Jags.
Gags.
Falcons.
I don't mind it.
In
It's not
London,
bad.
yeah.
All right.
Maybe
Peace
Kyle
out.
Pitts will score a touchdown. Peace out, fallen homies.
You have to ruin what was shining. Now it's all rusted.